It's mid-afternoon. It's starting to get very cold. There's a storm coming in. It's been a bit windy. It's very fresh though, very lovely. I'm well wrapped up, as you can see here. I have my Ugg boots on. I've got a nice long kind of a dress, and I've got a little woolly jacket. And I've got a lovely felt sort of neck scarf. So I'm feeling very cushioned against the cold. Mentioning the cold, my cold has dissipated a lot. I actually woke up this morning feeling quite well. And you know, there's nothing as nice as feeling well. So thank you everybody who's wished me well. And thank you everyone who sent me healing energy. And just thank you, because I actually have felt quite surrounded by a deep love and affection over the past week. And it has been about a week. Seems longer, I know, but I'm on the mend. I'm on the mend and it feels lovely. It really does. I'm trying to stay off wheat and definitely off sugar. I got some lovely honey sent to me by Melanie. Thank you so much, Melanie. I've been having tiny little bits of teaspoons of honey. Just enough to kind of allow it just to melt into my throat where my throat's sore. Honey, and that is honey that's been given by bees, and I don't mean taken from them, because there's a lot of beekeepers who take all the honey and leave the poor old bees with nothing but sugar syrup. Well, all I have to say to them is shame on you. Shame on your greed. I think that honey that's been given by bees, which is basically their surplus, what they won't eat, I think that that's incredible stuff. It's incredible stuff. Because there's been no suffering, there's been no diminishing of the work of the bees within that context. And Simon, if you're listening, the jar of honey that you brought me back in, I think it was April when you came over, I'm down to my last probably 4 teaspoons, so I'm just edging it out very, very slowly. It's delicious, really lovely. So that's been very helpful as well. And I know that Simon keeps bees and only takes their surplus, only takes what they don't need. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we all lived like that? If we only took what it was that we needed and we gave away the surplus, or we allowed the surplus to go to others. We could learn a lot from the bees. Jack, come on, let's go up this way. So, a few comments to respond to. One of them is about crowdfunding. I don't do crowdfunding. It's not me. And you can call it a hang-up from my childhood, but growing up in deeply impoverished circumstances, I've never been one to put my hand out and ask for anything. So I will not be asking people to crowdfund. And yes, look, don't get me wrong, I know crowdfunding is incredibly good and useful for many people who use it, but I'm not using it. I'll leave it for others whose need to do something like that may be more appropriate. I think that the best way I can fund anything now is self-funding, and by self-funding I mean Look, I'm writing, and if people want to buy my writing, that's wonderful. I see that as, that's a really good exchange. If I save up money from that, which I'm doing, and manage to get enough to buy more land, which I may, then that's perfect for me. That's absolutely perfect for me. I don't want more than that. Someone else mentioned that maybe I could buy land with some other people to do like a permaculture share. I've got to this point after 13 years on my own, through my own work. I think if I had been sharing this work with other people, I may have been outvoted to not work the way that I've worked with Mother Earth. And I know that certainly 13 years ago on permaculture sites, and I know it's changed a wee bit now anyway, but any mention of a spirituality and you were shouted down. So this is my own sacred journey with Mother Earth, and I'm very happy to share this with you, and I'm very propelled to write about it, to share it in that way. And I'm more than happy to share it through these videos, which don't have advertising on them, which don't have ego with them, okay? I'm very happy to share it all through my website. I'm very happy to share it all through Twitter. I'm very happy to share it all through Facebook. So do forgive me if I don't share it with other permaculturalists. The way in which I've always done things has always been the subject of criticism. And even recently, I think it was last week, I received an email from a rather well-known permaculturalist in Northern Ireland who really went to town telling me off in an email, saying that, I'm not even going to go there, okay? He's well known, Mr. Double-barreled name. But, so, I'm not going to waste any of my energy engaging with people on that level, or on any kind of a sharing level. I think what I do share is a huge amount and a lot more than others. And when it comes to, encouraging people down the path of Goddess permaculture, I feel quite happy with the amount that I do. So I will continue working alone. I did try the woofing experience, although it wasn't really no, in fact, to be honest, I haven't tried the woofing experience because I've never had anyone here stopping overnight, but I did have a few volunteers at one point, and they came one day a week, I think for 3 or 4 weeks, and they were a great young couple. But at the end of the day, I do work better on my own. I work better on my own. I suppose in order to help you understand that statement, it's always been about energy here. Everything that I've done at Bealtaine Cottage has been about energy. And in the early days, it was the energy on my part trying to help Mother Earth birth this. So it was the planting, it was the tending, it was the nurturing, and it was incredibly hard work. In the past 7 or 8 years, it's been about this reciprocal energy, the energy that she gives to me, and that I in turn give out to other people. I mean, I am drawn out onto this land every day to make videos, to show you only her, not me, only her. And I also believe that a lot of the incredible feedback on these videos and the website and Facebook and Twitter is you responding to her. You're not responding to me. You're actually responding to her. And from the amount of emails and letters that you've sent me, I understand that very well. I understand that many of you have become so invigorated, so charged with that energy, and it seems to, it appears, it seems to have brought you incredible happiness. I'm reading emails every day that, people say, in fact, a recent one today, someone said, I've owned this cottage and land for 40 years, and I'm only beginning to see the land now, and it's through watching your videos. Well, you know something? I didn't do that. It wasn't me. The energy that you're getting is being transmitted to you. And I know it's real because it's that energy that charges me, and it's that energy that draws me out into this beautiful, beautiful earth every day. And look at this. We're not even at midwinter, and there in this sheltered little spot is next year's daffodils beginning to peep up. I mean, it's not possible to engage with Mother Earth and to feel down. It just isn't possible. Isn't that just beautiful and amazing? And I was driving into town today, had to go in to get those two little cats some cat food. Oh gosh, it was worth it, because when I came back, the purrs of them both. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent now. So I was driving into town and these beautiful birch trees, look at them, and the larch just above me. And as I was driving along, I was thinking about stories, and it occurred to me that we don't have enough stories about Mother Earth. We need to help in the Goddess Rising with stories and mythologies that bring her to life. And so I thought to myself, well, maybe that's something. Maybe that's something to be done. So have you finished playing with that squeaky toy? I've been out here for the past half hour and he's been playing with the squeaky toy. Oh, there he goes again. And yes, someone else said on the video yesterday, Jack looks like he needs a brush. He certainly does. And that's something else that I'm going to have to get sorted out. So I might just bring Mr. Jack to the dog grooming parlour next week. Would you like that, Jack? A shampoo and set. No, a shampoo and blow dry. Yeah, because he's molted like hell. My clothes are covered in white fur. Oh well, that's a good complaint. Now it's getting very cold. The temperatures are going to plummet. They're going to drop. And let's get over to the post office. I've got books to post. Looking to see that there's plenty of food here for the birds. Still a few berries in the Cotoneaster up there. Oh, there's a crow, I think. So I've been clearing the potager beds, and you can see a big wheelbarrow full of stuff over there. Slowly, just getting little bits done. Not going at things too hard, just, you know, bits here, bit there. Sometimes that's the best way, just, you know, you don't actually get masses done, but you keep on top of things. And so you don't let things build up too much. Right, so on that note, I'm going to go in and have a little drink of my juice and then head over to Drumshambo. And he'll have to come in. Sorry, darling, you'll have to come in now. He says, can I bring my sausage in? Well, let's see. Look at this, look. Squeakiness. Come on this way. Oh. Right, okay. That's me. Hear this little bit of wind, look, from the chimes. Right, Jackie boy, are we going in? Come on then. Come on then, he says, let me in there with my little sausage. Now, Sammy Bear is sat there in the porch waiting for a mouse. He's been waiting for weeks. There's no point in meowing at me, Sammy Bear. Those mice have got you sussed. And being white doesn't help. Blessings to everyone.